everyone, this is Meena.
And this is Kashmir. We're SavaniSis, here to activate Sukha, your inner joy. Hey everyone, we're here to talk about why the pandemic is such a blessing in disguise. What do you think, Kashmir? Do you think it's a blessing or is it a curse?
No, it's a blessing.
Yeah, do you know what? We have a choice to see the situation as it is. There's a lot of chaos and a lot of turbulence happening in the world right now in 2020, and there's probably more to come in 2021. So we have a choice whether we want to look at it as a good thing or a bad thing. If we look at it as a bad thing, then our life will be pretty miserable over the next few months. If we choose to look at it as a good thing, then our life will be pretty good in the next few months, right?
Right.
Exactly. So how you perceive the world all depends on you, right? All depends on your thought processes and how you think and feel about certain things. And if you start to change the way you think and feel about certain situations or the world or what's happening to you, then you can actually start to see things differently. So happiness is a choice, and also how you see the world is a choice. So you can see things as good or you can see things
as bad.
Right?
Okay.
So what do we see it as? We see it as a blessing, right? Yes, yeah. So how is it a blessing to you, Kash?
Well, we finally got a chance to do all the inner work.
Yeah.
We had all that time for solitude, no more outside distractions, lockdown, everything was shut. You just had so much more time to yourself, so much more time to think about what you want to do, to think about what turns you on, to think about what fulfills you, what you're excited about, what you want to be doing in life, how you want to go forward in life.
What's your purpose in life? Why am I here? It really starts to get you to think about things, because when you have all these outside distractions, and before the restrictions came into place and things were on lockdown, we were going out, we were seeing friends, we were doing this, that, the other. And now a lot of people are working from home, they're not commuting, they have more time for themselves, they have more time to really be with themselves, right? So that can be quite scary for some, because they've never done that before. But it could be also a good thing, a blessing, because you can really start to look at yourself and say, right, what is it? Who am I? Who am I? When I don't have all these things outside of me, what's going on inside of me?
Yeah, because all of those outside things are Maya, like we explained in our previous videos. It's just an illusion. So these things are constantly being posed to you to distract you from who you really are. And our main purpose and goal and existence of life was to remember who we really are. When we have all these distractions outside of us, it's just making us forget about who we really are.
And sometimes to look at who you are can be a little bit scary.
Daunting, scary, vulnerable.
Yeah, you feel really vulnerable, because there are feelings that you might not want to face. So sometimes you realize when you spend time with yourself and say, right, I'm not feeling good right now. Get curious, why am I not feeling good? What's really going on inside of me? And sometimes you might find certain things might be coming up for you. So it could be things like guilt. You realize, my gosh, I've been holding on to this guilt for this long. It could be fear. You might realize that actually I didn't realize how much in fear I was until I spent time with myself. It could be that you feel inadequate or just don't feel good enough about yourself. And so facing feelings like that can be quite
nerve-wracking.
Yeah, could be quite nerve-wracking. And in fact, it might even induce a little bit of anxiety inside of you, or an uneasiness. Now, I just want to tell you that all of that is normal. What you're doing is you're starting to connect with yourself, and you're really starting to let these things come out, and so that you can really progress and move forward in life, really accomplish. Right?
Accomplished is what we talked about in our
one of our other
videos. Also, why else was the pandemic a blessing? Well, now that everybody was indoors and at home, and a lot of people can go to work and stuff, just think about what it's doing to the environment, to the planet. Cleaner air, the planet finally got time to heal.
And also it allows you to kind of reflect on what's important to you in life. a lot of people are actually reviewing, is this job serving me? The one that I've been doing for the last 20 years or 10 years or so. Am I living a fulfilling life?
Yes.
It gives you time to question these things. Otherwise, before, you're just in automatic kind of pilot mode where you're just doing the things, just going to work,
Hamster on the
coming
wheel,
home.
like a machine.
Yeah, and you're not
No
really
time
giving
to
yourself
think.
time to reflect or think about things.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, I find, changing their jobs. They're realising that I've outgrown this job, this is not fulfilling enough for me. Or some of them are saying, right, you know, I need to really find out what's really important to me. Can I still live a decent life if I go part-time and I fulfill the rest of my time doing really the things that I love doing? I would love to serve humanity in a certain way. I'd love to push humanity forward. Is there something I can do to contribute to the world? And those are the kind of questions that some people will start to have. It is like a life review. You're kind of reviewing your life and seeing, where am I right now? And I think this is such a crucial time because you may never have done this in a lifetime. So the fact that you're starting to do this, and you might find some negative emotions and uncomfortable feelings coming up, this is all good. Just remember this. If you're feeling uneasy, if you're not feeling right, these are all good signs that you're starting to grow, you're starting to open up.
You may even say that you felt like you were in prison. There's people that are serving in prison and they're on lockdown, just like kind of like how we are. And they had so much time for personal and spiritual growth, the ones that were prone to doing personal and spiritual growth. So just imagine how much growth can come out of this. Time to spend on yourself and solitude.
Yeah. Think about it, Kashmir. Like, how can we use this time wisely?
Yeah, how can we use this time wisely?
What can we do to really start to live a life full of joy despite what's going on outside of you? How can we start to feel Sukha, this inner joy?
Exactly.
You know, what are the steps we can take? You know, what can I do that's going to empower me and make me feel good? What can I do to focus on good, focus on gratitude, focus on love, rather than all these negative things that are being shown to us on the media and what our family or friends might be telling us. The more you focus on something negative, the more you're going to feel pretty crap.
Yeah, because
Right?
it's been a challenging time for many, this pandemic.
Hey, it's been a challenging time for us as well.
Yeah.
You know, I've had so many ups and downs. I've had some anxiety. I've had, in fact, I was in denial for it because I thought, why am I feeling anxiety? I've done so much work on myself. I've done all these things. I meditate. I do all the things that I thought that was, you know, the right stuff to do, and suddenly I was hit with some anxiety. But now that I look at it and I reflect on it, I'm so much better now that I can see that it's for my own growth, and there are certain things that had to come up inside of me for me to be able to then release it and let go. Look at this pandemic and look at all the craziness that's going on in the world, and just look at it with a different pair of eyes.
Yes.
And start to feel that, hey, I have a choice. You do have a choice in how you want to look at things. You may not have control over the entire pandemic, you know, and what's going on in the news and everywhere else, but
happiness is a choice. Have
It
a
is a
positive
choice.
disposition. Have a cheerful expression. There are so many negative things, negative things that could have been happening, but I always made sure that I was looking at the positive side of everything, because there absolutely is a blessing. And it's not always in disguise, it's so blatant and obvious.
Yeah.
It's just a choice to have a look at it and realise, oh yeah, this is a freaking blessing.
you have a choice on what you want to focus on, right, during this pandemic. So
Yeah.
focus on what uplifts you and what makes you feel good. That's not about being in denial of what's going on. That's just about, I am choosing, despite this going on, I'm going to choose something good to look at.
Yes.
Now, if you do that, you're thinking, well, what's this going to do? Or how is this going to benefit me? Well, first of all, you're going to feel good, right? You're going to start to feel really, really good. And as you raise your vibration, what's going to happen? People around you will feel that too. Those people will feel good. Then people around them will start to feel good. It's going to be like that domino effect that we're talking about.
Remember, make joy your MLM. This was said in the introduction video. If you don't know about it, just check it out here. But make joy your MLM, and that's what's going to be the next video. Anyway, we're going to talk more about this, about the effect and impact and importance of feeling good and feeling joyful, because just imagine it's going to spread to people around you. Those people are going to spread it to those people. This is how you raise the vibration and consciousness of planet Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it?
Well said, Kashmir. Well said. I like that passion. And the other video we're going to do is, we talked about happiness is a choice.
Yes.
We're going to expand on that, right? What do we mean by that? And why is it that even though you may know it's a choice, why is it so difficult at times to feel that happiness? So we're going to go through all of that. But for now, I think that's all we want to say about the pandemic.
Yeah, if you have
And the
any more
blessings.
suggestions, if there's any more blessings that you think the pandemic has served for you, then please comment down below. That would be great to share ideas and hear your perceptions of this crazy, turbulent pandemic year. But other than that, we'll see you on the next video.
Yep.
Bye for now.